One of the things we're going to do when we have big-name guests come in, and Bernie, I think, qualifies.
Yeah.
We're going to ask them to sign a piece of memorabilia on our set. We did that with Cold Pizza at ESPN, and you can make a lot of money auctioning those items off if you change them out year to year. And Bernie was the first. He signed the Browns helmet
right
back there. Bernie said, I want to sign the Browns helmet in the sweet spot so everybody can see it. And there it is, big and bold, right there on the front. And I can't thank Bernie enough. He is a longtime friend, but I will say this, that one of the biggest hearts of anyone I've ever met. Bernie hates to see anybody that is without. And there's been times in his life where he's been taken advantage of that by people that love him because he can't say no. At one time, he told me a story that he had 90 cell phone bills of family and friends that he paid. 90 guys. 90. Oof. And this is when cell phone bills were, it was way before the unlimited plan. And Bernie called himself the unlimited friends and family plan. Hey, and at some point, he had to finally look at it and say, no, I can't do this anymore.
He seems to be doing better now.
He's doing so well, financially, but physically, mentally. He's in such a great place, and I couldn't be happier.
That's very
All right, Producer Mike, going to the Cavs trade, right?
Here we go.
Put this graphic up. Let's go right to it.
Here we go.
This is nonsense in its simplest form. So Bleacher Report and all these websites and everything else, they do this all the time because they know fans love these proposed trades. Some of them actually make sense. Some of them are completely ridiculous. Guys, they're the moving parts. Murray and McDermott are the big ones. And yes, that absolutely makes the Cavs a better team. But a trade has two parts. You have to not only look what you're getting, but what you're giving up. There's too much in that right column for me to say that this is a good trade. But Bull,
Jay, I apologize, but you lost in the soup here. Let me tell you something. Dejounte Murray is a great NBA player. Okay. He's an all-star NBA player. And unlike Collin Sexton, who I like, when everybody else in this town was killing him his rookie year, I was actually like, he's a pretty good player. But the problem with Collin Sexton, and I love the way he was a teammate last year. A lot of guys, when they're hurt, they're gone.
No, he was there.
He was traveling through the present. I'm not somebody who's like, let's just get rid of Collin Sexton. Not at all.
Yeah.
But Dejounte Murray is a star. And unlike Collin Sexton, who is a scorer and can do nothing else at a high level, at least at this point in the NBA, this guy does everything.
That's like saying the woman's beautiful, but that's all she has.
No, Jay, because there's more than one part of the game.
Yes, but you need scorers.
But he can score, but he can also rebound. And he's a great passer, and he's a great defender.
Well, listen, I'm all in. If it's Murray for Sexton, I'm all in. You had me at hello.
But nobody would do that.
No, of course not.
Of course, because Murray's a much better player.
But you also don't want to get completely blindsided and
other
give up
guys
all
are
those
just
draft
pieces.
picks.
It's 2 draft picks.
So it's a first and it's a second.
No, just the first. On the graphic,
it said two first.
It said 2 first. A 2022 and a 2025.
There's also a second rounder in there, right?
Protected.
Well, who cares about the second round?
Are
the
they protected?
The 2022 pick, who cares? It's a mid-first round pick. If this team is as good as I think they're going to be with Dejounte Murray and all the young guys they have, I don't care about a 20. First of all, the 2025 pick would be lottery protected. Yeah. So if they happen to stink, they keep the pick.
Well, they're not going to stink with that lineup.
Exactly. So who cares about?
Yeah. So
who cares about the 23rd pick in the 2015, in the 2025 draft? Isaac Okoro can defend, can't do much.
And that's why I want to keep him. No, but
Dejounte Murray, you get an all-in-one player. He does everything. There's no bad
Is he really that good at defense?
He's excellent.
No.
See, was he first team on defense?
No, Bull's
So what are we talking about?
Also, Bull's
I didn't
also
say
saying
he's
a
an
great
elite
player.
defender.
If I ask Bull, separate of this conversation, write down right now the top 25 players in the NBA. Murray's name, you would not have put it in there.
He's on the back end of that list.
Okay, well, for me, great is the top 25.
Well, whatever. I mean, we're parsing words a little bit.
So he's really good.
Collin Sexton's not the top 75.
Collin Sexton is in the top 75.
No, he's not.
Now, here's where the Dejounte Murray thing comes into play. Dejounte Murray can do 4 or 5 things that really help.
4 or 5 does everything.
4 or 5 that really
He's good at everything.
That take the Cavs. Not just in the vacuum, the Cavs.
Yeah.
He's going to rebound the ball.
Yep.
He's a better passer.
Far better.
He can score the ball just as good as Collin Sexton. He's bigger than Collin Sexton.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he fits better, in my opinion, than with Darius Garland in the backcourt. You don't get posted up with smaller guards. 2 small guards, we learned how that worked. It was called
How dangerous are they together, G?
Listen,
forget about it.
Together?
But
I think they get Eastern Conference Finals.
You don't know, but you don't know how they're going to be, though. He's with the Spurs. They suck.
Because he's
no-
got
He
nothing
has
around
to. He
him.
has to have those numbers.
Thank you,
They suck.
Tyvis.
He's
Thank
got
you.
nothing
What are you
around
talking
Yeah, but
about?
you
Yeah,
remember
nothing.
Kevin
Thank
Love was a 2020 guy
Thank
in
you.
Minnesota. He
Thank
didn't
you.
have to do that.
Yeah,
Yep.
but that's just scoring. Kevin Love got
20
plenty of
rebounds,
rebounds
too.
here.
No,
It
it wasn't
ain't
just
that.
scoring.
Wait, Kevin Love didn't suck here. He was a big part of a
No, but he
championship.
wasn't the player that he was in Minnesota. In Minnesota, they
I
were
know
talking
that,
about him
Jake.
as the MVP.
He was never going to
He
be
was
that
never
player.
going to be that guy with LeBron.
But
Dejounte Murray's defense, his passing ability,
Man.
those things are not there just because the team stinks. If
I-
anything, it
I'll
hurts
wrap it
us
up
as
this
his
way.
total that the team stinks.
I think it's too much to give up.
It's
Number
a lot.
one. Number
Jay-
one. And
Jay
number,
like picks.
number two, I
win
like
with-
Collin Sexton. All he does is score. I watched the Cavs last year have too many games where they didn't have anybody that could find the hoop.
But he scores too. You're saying it as if you're trading for a guy who doesn't score.
Exactly,
we
but
need
I've
somebody
already
off
got
the
a guy
bench.
in Sexton that can score. When the team's got
But he
5
can't
straight
do
trips down the
anything
floor
else.
with
He
no
can't-
buckets, he can take over
So
offensively.
can Murray.
What is?
I know he can.
With
Yeah.
Sexton,
But it's
what is-
not just Murray for Sexton.
What is the ceiling for Sexton in the Cavs?
I don't know, but
he
I'll
needs
tell
to
you
be the
this.
6th man of the year. That's what he needs.
I think they can make the Eastern Conference Finals as constituted with Sexton. Guys, they were.
All they had to do
they
is
had
be
so
healthy.
many injuries last
Yeah.
year. We saw when they were healthy what they could be. I also think that they put way too high of a priority on defense. In the regular season, teams don't play defense.
Yeah.
And I thought that Bickerstaff and Love and some of the veterans would have been able to figure that out and say, guys, pump the brakes on the defense. This is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes twice the energy to play defense as it does offense. They peaked in January because they were exhausted.
But
There
you guys are
was
saying we
no-
don't know who Murray is with this team. We don't know who Sexton is with this
That's
team. He
true.
barely
No, we
played
don't.
with this
But
team.
this is the
don't,
thing.
but
But
I like
the,
his chances
the
with this
chemistry
team.
is already there. The players love Sexton.
I agree with that.
They're already there. I
This
think
team
everything
was fun
would
to watch,
jam.
Bull. I heard you say that a million times.
I love this
Hey.
team,
And
and
I-
I think you're right. I think there's I think they can go to the Eastern Conference Final. Let's
give it a
some
shot.
tweaks.
You know what? Let
But
them play next
Murray-
I'm
year
about to say,
healthy.
that's what I say.
And
Let it roll and then
Just like
mid-season trade.
Yeah, you went to the playoffs with Baker, but Deshaun
Right.
Watson's a lot better.
There it
Yeah,
is.
you can go to the playoffs with
All right.
Sexton, but Dejounte Murray's a lot better.
All right.
He's a lot better.
You giving up a lot,
You
Bull.
flip
I'm
me.
just telling
You
you.
I'm
flip
not
me.
saying- you gotta
I'll
give
take-
up to get.
You
I
flip
can't
me.
believe you.
I'll take Murray.
Flip
Come on,
flop.
G.
Wow.
You flip me. Give me sign the trade up.
Hey,
I'm not-
does Jordan
do
make
this.
flip flops?
No.
Yes,
Actually,
yes, he
do.
does.
He needs flip
He
flops.
does.
The Jordan,
He needs the Jordan flops. I want those tomorrow.
the retro flops.
Yes.
It's too much.